Welcome fellow tropical plant lovers. Okay, so the more I grow tropical plants, the more I'm attracted to the weird, the standout, the just downright odd plants. The ones that everybody doesn't have, the ones that are unique, the one-offs. And this one really truly is a one-off. So we're talking about a begonia called Begonia Melanobullata. Don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but that's the way I'm pronouncing it. So if you've not seen this plant, it really is truly a one in a million type of plant. So what I thought we'd do today is have a little look at it, talk about some of its care needs, and whether you too could grow this incredible plant. If you think you know begonias, have a look at this. And we are in. Okay, so let's have a good close-up look at this plant. So here it is, Begonia Melanobullata. Now, let's have a little look at what's going on here. So each of these really odd leaves has this almost like a spike on it, and each of these spikes ends in a little hair. It's almost like a bristle. And I've actually had this, it's only a very small plant obviously, I've only had it for 2 months and it's produced this lovely new leaf for me. I don't know if you can see that there. I'll try and hold it up, maybe zoom in on it when I'm editing. These, I mean, they actually feel like bristles. They're quite bristly in nature. They're not soft and furry. I mean, what a weird thing. And I'm very much hoping that it continues to grow at the speed it's growing. It's growing really well at the moment. It's just in moss at the moment, and there are lots of roots in there as well. So, could you grow this thing? Well, let's have a little chat, and I shall put some pictures up of mature ones, and we'll come back and have a look at this one as well while I tell you about its care conditions. Oh, by the way, underneath each of these raised, whatever you call them, I'm not sure what they're called, but each of them is like a little mountain, but it's also like, well, like a volcano almost, and underneath the hollow. So the raised, it's like part of the leaf that's raised. They're not like an addition onto the leaf. So it's part of the leaf that's raised. Now, what possible use in nature this could be, I have no idea whatsoever. I've not managed to come up with anything that tells you what they're for. They're clearly for something. They're clearly for some kind of adaptation, but I don't know what as of yet. So if anybody knows what they might be for or wants to postulate a theory, then please do put that in the comments. So let's have a little chat about how you could grow one of these. Okay, so Begonia Melanobullata is endemic to northern Vietnam, the cliffs of Vietnam. And apparently it's only been discovered 2 or 3 years perhaps. It's certainly not a long time in horticultural terms. It's quite a fairly recent discovery. And you know, if you think you know what begonias look like, certainly people from the UK, well, this is about as far away from what begonias look like as you could possibly imagine. So they grow in very humid conditions. Surprisingly, they will go down to 7 degrees Celsius. In terms of media, the media, in my case, it's moss. They're like a highly organic, like a very rich but also very loose media, which is what I've got it in. They also like a really humid environment. Again, we think of northern Vietnam, we think of that hot, humid, tropical, jungly rainforest feel, don't we? Despite the fact that it will go low down in temperature, they like that high humidity, 70 plus we're talking about. They also don't want to be in the sun, so they like kind of mostly shaded kind of an area, which is just what I've got in this hothouse. It's a very shaded hothouse, and it's the heater which is actually giving me those temperatures. So I'm keeping it roughly about 17 degrees. At this time of the year in June, then it is getting more at certain times of the day. It's certainly getting up to 32 degrees Celsius at certain times of the day. Oh, a little visitor in the form of my little doggy here. Just a little cameo appearance from Fudge. It was his 2nd birthday yesterday, wasn't it, Fudge? A little kiss off him. So there he is, just in case you've not seen Fudge. Just thought he likes to show his face on the camera. So let's put him away and carry on with Begonia Melanobullata. Thank you. So this is a rhizomatous begonia from one of the kind of loose groupings of begonia, and they can dry out, but only if you've got that high humidity. They don't really want to be too dry for too long. Again, think of Vietnam, think of the really semi-shaded, highly humid, very warm kind of conditions. That's what it will like. So will it grow in a house? Well, if you can keep the humidity pretty good, then I would say, yeah, I don't see any reason why not. Provided you've not got it in a window in front of the sunshine, then obviously that will probably be too bright and the sun will damage it. But I don't see why not. You know, something like a shady bathroom, then yeah, it's going to get all that humidity. It's likely to get the higher temperatures as well. Winter might be a little bit of a problem for it. Of course, I'm talking about a UK here, because wherever you are in the world might be completely different to the conditions that I'm used to. So there it is, Begonia Melanobullata. So if you think you can grow it, mine cost about £18, which I think was an absolute bargain. I've seen it a lot more expensive on Etsy, on eBay, in the UK. You might be able to get it cheaper if you live in the States. I think that's a wonderful thing, absolutely love it, and I can't wait to see it grow and thrive in the hothouse. So the thing is, if you like this kind of thing and you want to grow begonias, and why would you not if you've seen this thing, then I would suggest that you have a look at what I'm going to show you at the end. It is a tour that I did a couple of months ago of all my begonia varieties, although I have bought a few more since then, and you'll be able to choose which one you really like. So that's Begonia Melanobullata. And if you're a regular to the channel and you want to support it, then please head over to Patreon. There's a link in the description, and even on the cheapest tier, which is basically the price of a cup of coffee every month, then you'll be able to access several things. And honestly, out of all the different memberships I've seen on other channels, I've not seen anybody offer the amount that I'm offering. So we're talking about, just on the cheapest tier, we're talking about ad-free videos you'll be able to see. You'll also be able to get access to my video ideas list, so you'll be able to upvote or downvote the video ideas and tell me which one you think would be one that I should make next, so it gives you a direct involvement in the channel. And finally, you'll also get your name shouted out in the credits of every video. And that is not all the benefit just of the cheapest of those membership tiers. So head over to the link in the description and have a look at that. So that's it for now. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.